Let's talk about how you know if ovulation is late. First of all, if your period is late and you're not pregnant, that could mean that ovulation is delayed in the cycle. And ovulation can be delayed for weeks to months to a couple months, depending on what's going on in your life. If you have a lot of stress, if you have hormonal imbalances like PCOS, if you're postpartum, there could be many reasons for ovulation to be delayed for up to a couple months potentially as well. There's another way to know if ovulation is late, and that is by tracking your basal body temperature, which is your waking body temperature before you get out of bed in the morning. I'm going to show you a couple of visuals to kind of see what I mean with that and how you can see on a chart if somebody has ovulated or not yet. All right, this first cycle chart here is 37 days long. This woman has a delayed ovulation this cycle and usually ovulates earlier in the cycle. We can see she had 10 days of high temperatures, and then the last day, day 11, dropped down, and the next day she started her period and a new cycle started over. So this tells us she has ovulated in the cycle because she has a biphasic temperature pattern. Her follicular phase temperatures hovered around this right here, and then her post-ovulatory temperatures hovered higher above. And that tells us she has ovulated just a little bit later. And again, this woman had a lot of stress going on leading up to ovulation, so most likely it was delayed because of that. If we're looking at this chart here, she's on cycle day 87 and has not yet ovulated. Her temperatures are fluctuating, but there's no sustained temperature rise that would tell us ovulation is taking place. So she's currently still waiting for ovulation to take place. Another chart right here, she's on cycle day 127 and she is postpartum. So that's a very common occurrence to have a delayed ovulation and essentially are waiting for weeks and months until ovulation is taking place because breastfeeding can interfere with the return of fertility. So for this woman right here, she is continually charting until she is probably weaning or reducing her breastfeeding frequencies, and then she might have a return in fertility. For some, again, they might be more sensitive to the prolactin from breastfeeding, and others might have a sooner return of fertility depending on their body, their hormones, and the recovery postpartum. As a reference, I wanted to put in a 24-day cycle where you can see the temperature started rising a lot sooner on day 14, and therefore her follicular phase is also a lot shorter, and she is having high temperatures for the remaining of her cycle until day 24, and on day 25 her period bleed started and she started over a brand new cycle. Now, just by adding our basal body temperature information, we have already so many more insights into what might be going on with our body. Have we ovulated yet? Have we not yet? Are we pregnant? Because we could even see with our basal body temperature alone if we are in fact pregnant or not. So that can give us additional insights and also peace of mind when we are dealing with delayed ovulation.